Well, before I let you go, you had talked about some situations in prison. I guess you almost killed someone in a prison riot?
Yeah. No, it wasn't a riot. It was just, so, all right, when I first got there, you know how people might look at you and see if you quiet, like, okay, they got what you call a holster. Like, man, we ain't gonna hold this knife on us. We gonna let him hold it. You know what I'm saying? So, but they don't know in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I need a weapon because I don't know who all is who, you know? So, one of my Muslim brother from DC had come there and he was getting transferred, but they got tables in the unit. So people like to claim tables. So when it's time to eat, they got so well, they're gonna always be able to sit down and eat because there's not that many tables in the unit. Now you gotta go in your cell or stand up and eat, whatever. So one of his homeboys was in there and I had explained to him, I said, listen, all I do is be on the phone, the computer, in my cell. You know, if you have a problem, let me know. I'm there for you, blah, blah, blah. So his homeboy leave. He sit at his table, and this guy that sitting at the table with him have like, it was 41 co-defendants, then it was another 21 co-defendants. So quite natural when somebody get out the hole, if they come in the unit, if they see their co-defendant, somebody know from the street, they're automatically gonna go sit, you know, because I know him. So the guy got out the hole, and when I first saw him, like, coming through the unit all macho, I said, man, I'm gonna get into it. I just could feel it. I come out my cell, and my cellmate come, he said, man, let me get the thing, let me get the knife. I said, what's going on? So as we talk, we head into the religious room. I'm like, what's going on, what's going on? So the guy followed him, and we got what you call selling debt, when you calling a person a B word, cussing a person out of it. So we go in the religious room, and I'm like, his co-defendant come. I was like, man, that's your homie? He's like, no, that's my co. I said, well, get him, I got my bro. But he started cussing the dude out. He said, man, let me take 5 with him. I said, no, man, you're too big to fight him, and it's not gonna be a one-on-one. Because like the Muslim, we don't really do no one-on-ones in jail. You got some that will, but everywhere I go, I be like, no, you're not gonna fight one-on-one. So the dude left. So he was like, man, kill Mo, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna stab him up and all that other stuff. So I was like, nah, chill out, bro. So the dude go up to his cell, so he come down. It's like 17 stairs, bro. So I go up these stairs. He back at the guy's face, pointing his hand, and that guy just stole off on him. I ran up there, so we falling. So I try to hold to protect him, and then all this weight, you know, the gravity is pulling us down. So we going downstairs. Blah, 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 blah. So when we hit the floor, now I'm ticked off now. So I see his co-defendant standing there, and I'm like, well, bro, you and my brother play chess every day, so why don't you try to stop these two? Because y'all play chess. Stop them from fighting. So he watching them fight. So at that point, I was like, all right, I'm gonna kill him and him. So I ran to the religious room, got the knife. I stabbed him first, and then they was on the floor fighting. And when they saw me coming, they both looked. So he got up and ran, and he fell down. So when he fell like right where I'm in the middle of the floor. Everybody was out the way, the cameras. And I stood over him, Vlad, but then I thought, I was like, man, you trying to get off this life. If you stab this man, you gonna get another life sentence. So when I stopped, his co-defendant snuck behind me, punched me in my jaw. It wasn't too hard, but later on, it was kind of hurting. And then I chased him, he ran off. I went to my cell, I bent the knife. I bent the knife and flushed it. I still got a knife shot anyway. So they take good time, right? I had a life sentence, I didn't have good time, right? But the DHO man who, when you go to the court, he says 60 days disallowed. So in my mind, the word I'm thinking disallowed. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that mean don't worry about it because he don't got it. So I go in the dictionary, because I like to go in the dictionary a lot, and they say, hold it until you get it. I say, what the world, what kind of law is this? In jail, they say disallowed. So that stuff freaked me out, but yeah, man, I almost caught, I got that right up at my house too, stabbing that guy, and then I got caught with a 10-inch shank behind the bed in my cell. Because a lot of people, they want me, like if I go in the dome, they didn't want me there. Because the first thing they mind, they know they're gonna get stabbed. See, a lot of dudes, them youngsters like to fight.
Well, yeah, you talked about how to survive a prison fight. You said to always go for the kill shot.
You got to, man, because if you stab somebody, this always been my motto. If you come to my cell, Vlad, with a knife, that's both our knife. What I mean by that is, if you don't have that knife taped up or a string on it, if you just come up with I'm going to eventually try to wrestle you out of that knife, because that's my mind is survival mode. So when you go at a person, if you stab a person in the arm or hit them little weak spots, they still got strength. So in their mind, I need to survive. So they trying to take that knife from you, and they take that knife. My homie, he's deceased now. He sent the homeboy, he stabbed the stabber dude, but the homeboy was faking. So he tried to stab the dude at the top of the head. He playing. So my homeboy got mad. Oh, he's deceased. His name Big Bouncer. Everybody knew him. He took the knife, stabbed the dude up, and then stabbed our homeboy because you playing. That's how dangerous he was. That's just
Wow.
Yeah, he got mad.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny at the same time. So
you playing. So you put a hand on your business. You playing. So give me that knife. I'm going to stab him, and then I'm going to stab you for playing, and both of y'all get on away from here.